future. I go into Exuma. If my knee they got them fallen, so yeah, I'm hiding up. Yeah, big sun and I'm a riding. I'm a go.
Welcome to Regatta Time. I'm your host, Regatta Lightborn. We're here in Harbor Island. Yes, the home of friendly people, and that's exactly what we've seen since we've been here. Let me let you know that this year's regatta is very special. It's been a break in terms of the regatta here in Harbor Island, which normally we'll end up closing out the regatta season. But there's a lot that has gone into making this year's regatta happen, and they want you to come and have a good time here. Here is how they get started in Harbor Island. Let's take a peek.
The Cry of North Eleuthera has gotten together to make it a proper regatta. So we're expecting the boats, and we're looking forward to the boats. But this year, what we did was that we took over the bar. My family has had the Vickham nightclub, which is the oldest licensed nightclub in the country. Started in 1955. My brother and I, Elvis Presenti, and we partake in getting the bar down here and ensuring that those funds go into a surge of resources for the regatta to do what they need to do. We also sponsored a few artists, and I know a lot of other person-sponsored artists, so we're looking forward to a great, authentic cultural experience. This is an economic stimuli. Obviously, a lot of our hotels closed down early August, so when this event comes up in October, those who are homemakers, cake makers, pastry makers, anybody who has a craft, they have an opportunity to make money. A lot of people save their funds because this is the closed season, and then you have an event like this where we have Bahamians. Our producers and our promoters have done an amazing job of bringing together all of the Bahamian cultural artists. We not only just have live bands and all of the legacy people coming here, but we also have amazing happy hours that's being done. We have Bristol Cellars that's here, we have Burns House that's here, we have a Shorewind that's here, we have all the sponsors, but it's the atmosphere, an atmosphere of good, clean fun, but also too, it's all about you. We are one North, we have one vision, we have one mission, and the mission is to enjoy life.
At my stall, you can purchase nice cold drinks, nice sodas, Vitamals, Mystics, Arizona drinks, Capri Suns for the children, different sizes of water, and we also have cups for you to put your spirits in. This time of the year, you know that it's slow, it's an off season for us, so this regatta means a lot to us. It goes a long way for us, and it helps build a community.
When we come back, get ready for a wonderful experience.
Don't be no fool. Check this, you'll never see. Regatta time again, yes, I'm grabbing up on my friends. I could be the first one there.
Bringing the North Eleuthera Regatta back to what it is something that's unique and very, very special. It's been a while, but there's a new committee. A lot of young faces have come forth and said they want to make this year's regatta very special. It took a lot of work. It took a lot of commitment. But these young people want to make sure that when you come here to this year's regatta, you're in for a treat.
So how are we looking with our rooms?
So we have to go so far as we're going to bar, 2 additional rooms.
My name is Javon Roll. I am the chairman of the North Eleuthera Regatta Association.
My name is Keisha Mortimer, and I'm the secretary of this committee this year and the next year.
I could remember growing up over here, coming home, leaving school on Wednesday, coming on the boat in my uniform, having to take off my shirt because, you know, you're having a good old time. One of the things I always remember is that the island was loaded from the Wednesday. And as we now move into me being a part of the team, behind the scenes, seeing what it takes to kind of pull off an event like a regatta, I'm realizing that it's a significant amount of work that goes into it. But what I do remember most is the prayer breakfasts with Mr. Picewell Forbes down there at Sheena's place, having persons come out, they out there early in the morning, the stew fish, Berlin, all of these different things.
Just the island in itself, like, it's just remarkable. Like, it's one island you can go and let your hair down and breathe in the fresh air and just be professional and witty all at once. So from a child, the island has been my heart, and regattas has been one of the staples of the island because this is one of the times where the island is at its calmer, so it's closed predominantly from July to October. It's just hype up for one good weekend to go back down Solomon until the season opens back up in November.
Well, I think logistically, when it goes into sponsorship, I think sponsorship is a big thing. For many years, we would have had homecomings because you got to pull up a lot of money, and when you don't have key sponsors at the institutional level, I find that it's very hard to pull off a regatta.
Okay. One of the things I was thinking about was when we do go to them, make sure we get their logos.
As a young entrepreneur, like I said, I found a need, and I feel as though I'm able to put a team together. With that team, we're able to put it on our shoulders and carry it to a new level. We are the future of the island, and instead of just talking about the change we want to see, I decided to put myself out there to become a part of the change.
I like to take on new projects with a goal in mind, and Javon, as the chairman, I asked him what did the committee need, what was lacking, and where did he want it to go. And I became vested, so from then I just fell in love with the idea of helping me become what it is today. And then last year it turned into a homecoming, so this year I wanted to be a part of the change, the return, the then and now.
One of the things we made sure was we reached out to our barge and we said, hey, we need to make sure that the vessel can handle turbulent waters should weather still arise. And our vessel this year, we believe, can handle it no matter what the weather is like. We're not saying we want any weather to come now, but we're somewhat more prepared than we were last year. We want to make sure that everyone can feel the benefit of this regatta. The persons that are coming in, this is a whole island event. And one of the things I can say, our local sponsors this year came together and they pulled this off for us. So I want to make sure that they get the benefit of that as well.
Because being on the outside and you only see when, oh, it's a lack of artists, it's a lack of DJs, there's no vendors, there's no boats. You just see everything frustrated and you criticize. So being on the back end, I've grown a greater appreciation for the strength it takes for all the committee members to put themselves forward, because this is a labor of love service. We don't get paid and we give more of ourselves to this to pull off just for our community. So just going around negotiating, going to corporate sponsors, putting yourself forward, going to personal friends. And this year we could not have done it without our community, because the vast majority of our sponsors came from our local businessmen and everyday average people like you and me.
The theme, the regatta, the return, is remembering back to what it used to be, and we want to bring it back to that again. When we talk about the regatta itself, you can't do it without the sailboats. And when we talk about the return, we want to make sure that the sailboats return back here and it becomes a tradition like it used to be. The
return of the great regatta Bralin was one of the best, and we wanted to become the best from now on going forward.
You can expect this to be a family-packed event. We are going to have a whole lineup of our artists. You know, we want to make sure there's something for everyone to do, from the senior straight down to the kids. You can find events. We have activities out there. We have the pineapple eating contest. We have the best dancer contest, and like my secretary calls it, the best barefoot dancer. A lot of things. We want to make sure that we have it all inclusive. So you can expect an inclusive event from us this weekend.
The 36th edition of the North Eleuthera Regatta will basically just feature the C class. But this year's regatta has got a few special people who have been important to the regattas in the past, and now that it's back, it's about time we honor them one by one.
My name is Chelsea Clare. Lynn Clare was my mother. One core memory I would have of my mother and the regatta would be her, which I always look forward to, would be her doing interviews with the Bahamas at Sunrise team. It would be early in the morning, having South, sitting on the waterfront and just talking about what's to be expected, introducing, letting them know that all sailboats, introducing all the captains, and just being friendly in general. My mother was just that type of person. Her role on the committee was, I would say, the PR person, public relations, but she did everything from building stalls to being the person that set up all the boat cruises, booked hotel rooms, golf carts, even cooked meals for captains, skippers, everybody. It instilled in me that each one helps one, and the more you can do, the less we all have to do. You know, once everybody gets together and lends a helping hand, then it just flows better. It makes it once one person in the community looks good, then everybody looks good. Being on a committee is not easy, but it's always it's a good feeling to see something come together, to put forth the best of what our community has to offer. And once everybody can do their part, whether you talk or work, then it's just a good thing. To the committee, I would like to say thank you. On behalf of my mother, I want to say thank you, because it's gestures like this that would make people want to continue the works that they're doing. There are a lot more people that are deserving as well, but I really want to say thank you because my mother did. I remember her not sleeping for days, setting up from that Sunday to breaking down the next Tuesday. So Regatta is not just what you see during the weekend, it's a year-long planning process. And she really sacrificed, and she would be very, very honored today to receive this award. She was more of a behind-the-scenes type of person, so she'd be like, what y'all giving it to me for? You know, give it to someone. She would feel that someone deserved it more than her. She was very humble like that. I am proud. I'm proud to be her daughter in this moment. I would say because my mother worked very hard, and it's well deserving, long overdue, but deserving. So I want to thank them for that. This weekend, I will be looking forward to the sailboats. I love seeing them in the harbor.
Regatta time is going to be right back, so don't go anywhere. We got lots to cover here in beautiful North Eleuthera.
Hey, I'm Leslie. I'm Sydney. And we're in Ryland having a good old time. Fun and sweet, eh?
Welcome back to Regatta time. We're here in beautiful Harbor Island for the 36th edition of the North Eleuthera Regatta. There's a place called Valentine's Resort and Marina, which is absolutely unique. If you do go into this property, you are not going to be disappointed. We talked to the owner who says when you come here, you're like family. Valentine's Resort and Marina is nestled in the heart of Harbor Island and a jewel like no other. This stunning blend of comfort, tropical allure, island charm, and a laid-back luxury is what Lee Prosenjack calls home away from home.
When I first came here my first trip to Harbor Island was actually about 26 years ago now. So I've been a frequent visitor until I finally moved here during pandemic and showed up here and just kind of wouldn't leave is really how I like to put it. And so after taking over the property in 2023, the first thing that I did was not to come in and say, this is the new way that we're going to do everything. I sat down with almost every single person on the entire team and said, what do you love about being here? Why are you here? You can go work at any hotel on the island or in Nassau or in Freeport and you'll have a great experience too. You might even make more money there. What is it that not only brought you here, but keeps you here on a day-to-day basis? And resoundingly, without fail, almost every single answer was, the team here is just fantastic.
Community involvement is a must, says Lee. He fell in love with the Harbor Island area about 20 years ago, and his love for the island and people is without a doubt near and dear to him.
I'm a very hands-on operator, so I'm not somebody that sits in an ivory tower and just won't get their hands dirty. So you often find me behind the bar or assisting tables or carrying luggage up to rooms or things like that. So that's just part of what I think it takes to become a great hotelier here on Harbor Island. So I love being involved in absolutely everything, especially into the community too. So there's a big aspect of community outreach that we do all across the board here at Valentine's, and we'd like to see that flourish as well.
The staff of the Valentine's Resort and Marina is referred to as family, says Lee. That message is also shared to every visitor. You're among family.
to make contact with absolutely everybody, and whether that's just to shake your hand and welcome and say hi and glad to have you. It's your first time here, because I can't wait to share our island with you. And so I just want to make sure that I try and do that with every single guest. I can't always do that, especially on our more busy times, but when it's quieter, it's actually some of my favorite times, so that way we can spend a little more time with guests and really curating a great experience for each and every traveler that comes here.
The new year will bring a number of improvements to the resort and celebrations like no other.
We're going to kick that off with our pink party, the fabulous pink party that we throw every single year on New Year's Eve. And the key feature for that, we do fireworks at midnight. And we've got fan Sean will be in for live entertainment. DJ Carmen will be here to rock us through the entire night. But the highlight for me is to celebrate our culture and our heritage with Junkanoo. And so as soon as the fireworks are complete, then we kick off the new year with Junkanoo each and every time, and it's absolutely fantastic.
We're here in beautiful Harbor Island, yes, the home of friendly people, and to get here, you got to take a water taxi. Yes, the main line is over there, but when you get here, buddy, let me tell you, you're going to have yourself a ball. Just get on the taxi and come on over. Here's why that ride is so special.
My name is Captain Wilfred Johnson. Well, I've been around it all my life. I've been around the docks, hanging around the docks, learning from my uncle. He teach me. I used to go around with him in a little boat first before I started the ferry. Yeah, but I started the ferry business like 4 years now, and I love it.
Today, it's a good day. The weather's good. The whole week we had a lot of rain. Yeah, but the weather been good, just a lot of rain. Yeah, off and on showers, but it's nice and flat, calm day.
I like what I do, and I really want to, get straight and legit. I had to take my SCCW first, and then I got my captain license afterwards. In the mornings, like around 7:30, that's when the big crowd come, like all the workers. Yeah, so you got like 3-4 trips around that time, and like around the same time in the afternoon, everyone go back, same thing. Well, we don't sleep, we run all day, all night, 24/7, yeah. So like, start from Thursday, we stop at Monday, like non-sleep. We might have like an hour or two sleep. That's basically it. A lot of boats coming in right now. I'm trying to get out the business right now and get in the charter section. Swim with the pigs, feed the turtles, fishing, and stuff like that. Well, I speak for me. I just love the surf, I just love the water, yeah. My whole life, yeah.
Well, let me tell you that the excitement is about to start. Yeah, behind me, they've got the stage ready. They tell me that I could take the mic at any given time and do my thing in harbor. Let's take a break. I got to catch myself. I'll be right back.
This is the Bassani family from Harbor Island. We're watching the regatta on Saturn Ave.
And welcome back to Regatta Time here in beautiful Harbor Island. Let me tell you, once you come off the dock in Harbor Island, there's a lot to explore. Well, if you know Ashley Taylor, like I know Ashley Taylor, he went exploring. And here's what he found in this beautiful place called Bryland.
Hi there. It's not often as a cameraman on assignments like these do we get the opportunity to unwind and enjoy these islands. So I'm going for a walk down what I'm calling the boardwalk of Harbor Island, aka Bur Island. Starting from Valentine's, let's go. Morning, morning.
Island, sweetie.
Oh, yeah, yeah. This me and them just don't hang up. I feel so bad, it's really tough. Went to the dock and he tell me
I hope you enjoyed the sights as much as I did. Follow doctors' orders and stay fit. Why? Because the wealth of a nation is dependent on the health of a nation. See ya.
I tried to get to work this morning, but when I get close, I start one sneezing.
Like I said, Ashley Taylor knows how to get around, and he's giving you those little sights and sounds for the next couple of days here in beautiful Harbor Island. Once you do get off the ferry, get on the dock, and make your way onto the land, you will have yourself a ball. On the water, sailing, I like the Barbarian is going to be coming here to sail, as well as Cobra 2. Dream Girl will sail. Watch out for David Roll, Uncle John, and then Speed Island Gal. Keith Brown, please, do me a favor. Sail well here in Harbor Island. It could be in your favor. But let me know, Keith, you have a compass on that boat? Because Fort Lauderdale right over there. We want you to stay here. This has been Regatta Time. I'm Regatta Lightborn. We're here for the 36th edition of the North Eleuthera Regatta. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come here and have some fun with us. So long, everybody.
Like it straight down.